How do you compare the performance of Australian school students with the rest of the world? Well, every 3 years, the OECD simultaneously tests more than 500,000 students across 72 different countries and economic zones. Students are tested on their maths, reading and science ability through questions on subjects as varied as bird migration, heat stroke and comprehension. The results are then sliced and diced, divided sector by sector, state by state, boys and girls, and students from richer and poorer backgrounds. So how does Australia perform? The results aren't good. Our students have been declining in maths, science and reading for the past 16 years. And it's not just that countries like Estonia, Slovenia and New Zealand have been getting better, it's that we're actually getting worse. To put it simply, the majority of Australian students are now reading, doing maths and studying science at a lower level than they were in the year 2000. The news is even worse for Indigenous and less well-off students, where the gap in mathematical literacy has grown to as much as 3 years of schooling. All of this matters beyond just the classroom. It has significant political and economic implications. Some politicians, like Education Minister Simon Birmingham, say the tests show more funding through the needs-based Gonski model doesn't equal better results. Others, like New South Wales Education Minister Adrian Piccoli, argue it's still too early to tell if the extra money already invested is making a difference. The 2015 tests were taken after the first 2 years of Gonski funding were implemented. There's little doubt the results are damning. But it's also fair to say that many countries at the top of the table, like Finland and Singapore, implemented reforms a decade ago, like only recruiting the top students into teaching. They're reforms that Australia is only now getting around to. No matter where you stand on the funding debate, these results should be a concern to politicians, parents and teachers. We all know that Australia's future competitiveness relies on the skills of its future workforce. With the right reforms, our students should be able to catch up by the time they next have to sit the tests in 2018.